Mm-hmm. Okay, let's go.
Good girl.
So tomorrow we'll be playing Wolong, guys, and Neo. Just so you know. So first I will start with Wolong, and then I will play it. You know, it'll just piss me off as usual, as that game knows to do. And then I will swap to Neo 2. And for Neo 2 we shall do some... Probably... I might do the devs. We'll see.
Come on then, Toggle.
I mean, for sure Twilight missions, and then we can run the devs, something like that.
That's him. The one who killed Locke and Fingers. Take him down.
Yeah, man. You're right. You are definitely right, Spawn. Huh? What of you? Come on, sucker. Do it. Toggle! Chill your titties, mate. I don't want to do that, but yeah.
I'd better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you? Ah, I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
No, but that's not why you're here, is it?
No. Something's happened. We need you back in Dalimil.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar. They're saying that Lubor is a bearer.
What?
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape, and his escape route took him right through Dalimil. Some of the children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic, and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years, which is what people are saying. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. No man is branded by choice. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who was made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing. Lubor needs all the friends he can get right now.
You're right.
Okay. These side quests are getting really interesting. Yeah, I also need to farm the armor, the grace.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose...
Oh, Bambina, what's up, lady? Hope you good.
Well, it was
Hope you been
bound
good,
to come out
lady.
sooner or later.
We're
How are
sorry,
you?
Lubor. We tried to keep running. But we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero for
Very
once.
good, thank you. How's you? I'm very
What
good,
matters
thank
to
you for
me is
asking.
that you two are safe.
All those things are sold out, so
Look at
pretty
him
good.
talking to his betters like it's nothing.
All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something, and quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not within them.
You're right. We should speak to everyone.
Thank you.
I'm glad you agree. I'll handle the townsfolk. I'm a Dalmek born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who Lubor really is. They know that Lubor and I are friends. I might not make for the most impartial of interlocutors. Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however, is a trusted and impartial mediator of note.
So what you been doing lately, Bambina, except not playing games?
Lubor, stay here with the children. I can't promise anything, but we'll try. And that is all I can ask of you.
But if this guy is branded, where the fuck is his tattoo? Whatsoever you wanna call it.
Why are you taking the bearers?
Why do they always have to make such a...
He knew all along that he would...
Forgive me for disturbing you, but could I have a moment of your time?
I've seen your face before.
You know shit,
As
Sherlock,
have
huh?
I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it? Of the League of Merchants.
That's right. I wanted to speak to you about Lubor.
I'll answer to me
The
just in a
rumors that he's a
dungeon
bearer.
again. No worries, take your time, lady.
All true, I'm afraid.
Don't you worry at all.
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the Republic. In this, at least, he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our backs all the while.
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be trusted.
So what do you propose? Will you drive him from his home? Close his forge?
Perhaps. That is a question for the people of Dalimil. And they will thank you not to get involved.
Wow. Man, just freaking wow. People.
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refuse to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You
Oh,
never
shit.
know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently. For now, we should report back to Lubor.
All right.
That's some upper garbage here.
hell would Victor take the bearers?
I assume the situation is hopeless? There's still hope. But
What?
But perhaps not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. Give them time. They'll come around. We'll talk some sense into them in the end, you'll see.
No, you won't. And your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor,
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie, that a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. To yourself be true, that was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making.
Man.
But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, right to the end. And so must I be. I must do what I know to be right, no matter what others might think of me. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have something to unite against. For only united can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to us. We'll be all alone. Again.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
How could it possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
They would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves? I thought you were better than this. But it seems you had me fooled as well.
Wow.
Forget it. Do what you will.
Wow,
Sure
man.
making the right choice, Lubor.
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. Ah, but where are my manners? Here. A reward for clearing out that bandit camp. Right then. I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do. Anything.
I'll bear it in mind. Thank you.
The window. Give me a sec. And that's it here, right? Buckland, Lost Week, Northridge. And like a shit tons of side quests today. Like what? It's been 3 hours almost, and I've been just doing the side quests. Damn, mate.
The High Cardinal, here in Northridge.
Right, you can undo that. Do that.
Was that shouting I heard from the barracks? And you're just gonna fall into line?
I don't trust this Duke.
Oh, Clive. What am I to do? My wards and I may soon be without a home.
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty throne and taken up residence here in Northreach.
The High Cardinal.
Leader of the Council of Elders, second only to his Radiance at the head of the Imperial government. Not that any of those things still exist. Now he goes by his noble title, the Duke of Oriflamme.
And what does he want with Northridge?
He wants to transform it into a military stronghold, a foundation upon which to build a new Sambrek. He's already secured the support of the various army remnants, with promises that they shall be afforded the respect they deserve in his empire. One built on the confiscated property of the people.
He would rob the populace to pay for it.
Believe me, I have used every means of persuasion to discourage him from this folly. But for whatever reason, he will not listen to me.
What does Captain Philippe make of this? When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied around. Couldn't he use that influence again?
How? By speaking out against one of the most powerful men in Sambrec. A man whose stated aim is to revive the empire Philippe's comrades swore to serve, and to improve the soldiers' lot within it. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel, and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face each day. The Duke offers them a vision of strength and safety. No. Any attempt to incite mutiny would cost Philippe the support of his men, if it did not cost him his life. But given the mood around town, mutiny may yet be unavoidable. The people have little appetite for further deprivation, least of all when it serves only to elevate others.
And who could blame them?
Clive,
You're in a
would
rebellion.
you appeal to the Duke on my behalf? For your services to Northreach, you have the respect of the soldiers, and they will take you to His Eminence if you ask them. And unlike Philippe, no bonds of loyalty prevent you from speaking your mind to the man. Well, will you try? You could hardly fare any worse than I did.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Clive.
Tell me then, where will I find this Duke of Oriflamme? In the garrison?
Overseeing the troops, yes.
All right. Wish me luck. I may have met this Duke before.
Back. Well,
At the
we've been
remembrance
working hard
ceremony.
and trying to enjoy
Let's hope I
life
didn't
in
make a strong
summer, and no
impression.
sleep. Little kid is turning 3 next month.
Under control of the garrison.
Damn, they growing so fast.
We already have a leader in the Dame.
Well, I hope so that everything is working out for you, Bambina.
Halt. Oh, sorry about that. You're the Dame's man, aren't you? You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. With the Duke. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him.
We're under orders not to let any civilians pass.
That's nice. Glad to hear that.
You should be all right.
Me, well,
Has heard all about you and
it's
your
kind of
heroics.
not
Wait
that
here.
much has changed.
I'll go
I
and ask.
moved to another city, closer to my job. So I used to live like 1 hour away from the place where I work. So I
You are
took
the
apartment.
sellsword who lent his aid to the garrison.
And now I'm actually
The
living in a
Empire
city where I'm
owes you
working.
a debt, and I shall see
And then,
it
you know, I've been
repaid.
moving my
Tell me,
stuff, and was
is it
waiting
wealth
internet
that
provider
you
to
seek
set up
or
my
favor?
internet
Neither your eminence.
here. And yeah, you know,
I thought only to inquire about your plan.
aside of that,
to
pretty
reach into the
much,
stronghold.
you know,
Ah,
not much.
I see. You are worried the expanded garrison will render
Also,
your
yeah.
services redundant.
My little,
Yet you needn't be.
my sister children are also, you know,
Fighting
they
man like
getting,
yourself shall
they growing up,
always have
so
a
yeah, it's
place
always
here.
nice to see them as well.
Pride of place, in
So
fact.
one of them is getting
too
into the
long
school
has the
this year.
contribution of the
She's
noble
7, and the
soldier
other one
been
is
under-reckoned.
2 years old.
But no more. For
Thanks.
it is they who shall see the Holy Empire rebuilt, beginning right here in Northreach.
Why here, your eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent troubles. Her defenses are sound, and her garrison well prepared. Which is more than can be said for Oriflamme or Twinside. The Empire wants for a capital, and I believe Northreach to be the perfect place. With Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have seen to the refortification of both the town and the castle, we need only build a wall around both to create a city that would be the envy of the twins. Plans are already underway for the construction. Soon enough, these thralls shall learn that they are no match for the might of Sanbreque.
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the town. Something they may be loath to do if they've been deprived of their worldly goods.
The people will do as their leaders command.
Wow.
Sanbreque is to be rebuilt. She will require a functioning government, one whose authority is beyond question. That is why this levy is necessary, so that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed, outfitted, and paid as befits a defender of the Empire. And yet there are those who persist in peddling the treasonous lie that I seek to steal from the people and drive them from their homes.
I suspect they're afraid of losing what little they have left.
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that. You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
Sabine, we have discussed this.
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens would lead only to revolt.
Without an empire, there are no citizens.
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Griga wills for her people?
Do not take her name in vain, Sabine.
I'll come back later. The citizens revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke's plan. It wouldn't hurt to ask them, I suppose. Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
The captain wants 2 score pikeheads and as many swords as you
Do you think he was the only one who survived?
All right there. What is it you're after, sir?
Just your opinion, actually. I wondered what you thought of the Duke of Oriflamme.
Oh, him. Not much. None of us traders do. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. Couldn't have the rabble getting any closer to the holy capital, could they? And now he's trying to drive us out completely, threatening to take everything we got from us if we don't clear off. If the dame said she wanted him run out of town, I'd be straight through that checkpoint, tar bucket in hand.
That so-called Duke is asking too much. He'll take everything we have.
Don't you think?
A question, if you don't mind. What do you think of the Duke of Oriflamme?
Don't get me started. You build a life for yourself somewhere, only for some noble to turn up and tell you you've got to hand it all over to him. If he thinks his name and his chains give him the right to empty our purses, he's in for a rude awakening. We'll do whatever it takes to keep what's ours. Whatever it takes.
Okay, so this guy is thinking about revolt.
The garrison salvaged what they could from half of what comes in is barely. The Dominion's all but done for.
I've been hearing a lot of talk about a certain Duke.
Nothing good, I'll wager. Going around acting like he owns the place. And with hardly a word to the dame. This is her town, not his.
I take it you'd rather she was in charge.
As far as I'm concerned, she still is. Just need his eminence to sod off back to Oriflamme.
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
Whoa. Man, I've been tired a little bit.
that shouting I heard from the barracks?
Do you think he was the only one who survived?
Soldiers. I haven't played it at all. I haven't tried it at all. I saw people been playing it, but I haven't myself. How about you? Did you play it? Have you tried Diablo? Actually, you've been interested in Diablo at
I was
all?
trying to persuade him not to take the people's goodwill for granted, but it seems.
I've not played anything that much offline except Diablo, but even that.
I'm a
not
soldier,
much.
mate. He tells me what to do, not the other way round. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the Dame.
I'm
but
kind
I've
of
got a
stuck in
family
Elden
to
Scrolls
look
Online.
after.
Damn, yeah, I know you've been playing that shit.
That's where my loyalties
It's been
lie.
quite a while.
Not with the town or the Empire, but with my wife and children.
Addicted
If the Duke can get us some men
to
and
the
the
Elder
equipment we need
Scrolls
to fight
Online.
off those blue-skinned bastards, I don't care how he does it.
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to turn this town into some sort of fortress. Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not for me to say. All I know is that unless the Emperor orders me otherwise, His Eminence's word is law. Look, no one likes all these taxes and tariffs, but empires don't come for free. Once Sanbreque is back on her feet, we'll all reap the benefits.
Okay. Man, I hate it. I'm just being sleepy like this.
We already have a leader in the Dane.
Just like lay down and fall asleep.
It's not only control of the garrison he wants, it's the whole of North.
Excuse me, do you have a moment? I wondered if you'd mind sharing your thoughts on the Duke of Oriflamme.
Like lately,
well,
not even coffee
he's
helped me.
made a lot of enemies coming in the way he did. I mean, look around us. You can see the state the realm's in. The traders might not like having the screws put on them, but if they volunteered a few more of their hard-earned gil before things got bad, maybe they wouldn't have to. I think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the Empire is the best way of making sure we're all protected. And if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another have to make way for those who do, well, that's just how it goes.
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this.
Okay.
Welcome back. Wraiths give you any trouble?
Captain, do you have a moment?
For you? Certainly. Clive, wasn't it? Thank you for last time. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about the Duke of Oriflamme. Do you intend to go along with his plan?
But to tell you the truth, I'm in two minds. It's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to obey his orders. But I can't say I agree with him.
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect the people you loved. The Dame included.
That's right, I did.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke's orders either. She thinks they could tear Northreach apart.
And she's probably right. Thank you, Clive. I know what I need to do now. Protecting the people I love is what matters. Doesn't matter how. Well, duty calls, so I better go. Thanks again.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Fuck. What's wrong with my HP?
Ah, Clive. How did you fare? Were you able to speak with the Duke?
I was, but
I was, but
So Northreach is to be a fortress after all. Well, it will certainly help to hold back the thralls. There's no denying that. Though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople whose worldly goods are confiscated to pay for it. They deserve to be heard, Clive. To have a say in this new empire the Duke means to build.
sadly His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions, and hopes to reassert the authority of the state. I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed for the greater good. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their destinies were in your hands. The soldiers, meanwhile, are content to follow their orders. And not just because of the Duke's rank, but because of his vision.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sambrek, I dare say I too would want nothing more than to see it rise from the ashes. Thank you for trying. But the battle is lost.
I don't know about that.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my resignation. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love to call it a day.
Why?
Because I realize what really matters to me. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it, but protecting what I care about. Protecting Northreach. I honestly don't know when those monsters will return, but I'm certain they're not finished with us yet. And when they do come back, we need to be ready for them. We need to stand together, all of us. And with you to lead us, milady, I reckon we can do it. It was you who finally convinced me, Clive. There's no point following orders if they go against everything you believe.
Indeed.
All of us, standing together. That has always been Northreach's best hope, and one which still lies within our grasp. We have only to turn our attentions to the true enemy. Thank you, Philippe, for showing me what I must do.
Anything for you, milady. Speaking of standing together, would you mind if I borrowed a few of the lads from the Vale to help keep watch around the town? I fear His Eminence has loftier tasks in mind for the guard.
Not at all. Be my guest.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Okay.
There may be hope for Northreach yet. Especially with men like you and Philippe to champion our cause. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke, in the stubborn belief that I might still tempt him into joining hands. But I suspect I shall have to call upon your aid again. Until then, Clive.
Until then.
Finally. I will I will be finishing up here, guys. I'm just feeling tired as hell. Anyways, as I said I'm gonna get back tomorrow. We playing Wolong. We're going to play Wolong, and we are going to play Neo 2 after Wolong. So I'm not sure how long I will stream Wolong. I will try to stream it as long as I can, because the game will probably piss me off within the first 2 hours, but you know, that's a casual thing. But then after that we'll play Neo, so I guess tomorrow we'll have a longer stream than today, that's for sure. This was just 3 hours. Tomorrow will be definitely more than 3 hours. It might happen that I start even earlier tomorrow. than usual, but I will not promise anything because I really don't know what will happen actually during the day. I don't have anything planned, but you know, in case something pop up, we'll see. So tomorrow, as I said, 2 games, Wolong and Nia 2. For tonight, this will be it. I'm gonna get some rest and finish some stuff because I'm just feeling sleepy and tired. Thank you everyone for tuning in. So as I said, now I'll continue with a regular schedule because you know I have my internet set up, everything is in order. I'll just keep up. So we have stream tomorrow, we have it on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. And yeah, thank you, Gravitas. So for the next week, we'll actually see tomorrow what I'm going to play and what games you guys